color. So that's neat. Well, I've always been a big tipper. Welcome to the Philip Cochran channel, viewers. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps me bring you these great videos that we all love. So, we've got some drumming action for you today. My new drum kit sparked this purchase. Sorry, this purchase sparked my new drum kit purchase. I don't know if you've seen that video, but here's a quick look at the drum kit. So that's an Alesis kit. I started looking at these things. I saw something like this, very economical to me. It was on sale, super cheap. And I bought it, you know, kind of on a whim. And it made me look at some of the others. Here's a few of the other things available on the market. You can see there's many kinds of these. There's 7, 10, 9 pad like this one, 4 pads, 5 pads, all kinds of different shapes and sizes and prices. This one here, the Alesis one, that's actually sold at proper music stores and from a proper company like Alesis. It's got sensitive touch control pads and things like that. It's a pretty fancy little thing. It's not cheap either, but if it gets you into it, I'm all for it. So if it's $50 and it gets you excited about something and interested in it and you might want to explore more, then that's great. You know, you don't have to go out and spend $500 on a drum kit to go, I don't like this, or I'm not really want to be a drummer. I just wanted to play around with something. So we had a couple other goodies that I ordered when this was ordered. To, you buy a new drum kit, you got to get some stuff, right, for it. So this is the sticks that came with the Alesis set. They're fine, but they're a little bit light for me. I don't know a whole bunch about drumsticks, so... I'm going to try a few different kinds because I know I've held some in my hands that were better than others. So this set was pretty economical. You got these 3 sets for $10 or $12 or something like that. So I don't think there's anything special other than them. Yes, as you can see, the new knife is made our way into the rotation pretty quick. I just finished filming that video like 20 minutes ago, so we're going back to back for you guys here. We're working really hard. So these feel nice. They've got, it's kind of like just a little bit of extra grip with those things, little rubberized things. Got a couple different colors. So that's a 5A. It's called Blade, designed in the USA. Nice feeling sticks. I like those. So, again, I don't know my numbers, but these ones are a 7. So we're going to pull those out and compare them. These are just some fun ones. So these feel quite a bit like these. Actually, a little bit thinner, maybe. But I like them. And, being this electronic kit, I don't think I'm going to be wearing them out so much as, maybe real drummers would and other things. But who knows? I thought these were much smaller. If we look at the tip of the drumstick and then how fat those are, it's like, wow, they're huge. I thought it was much skinnier of a little tip on there. But I think these are kind of a universal drum tip thing. Again, it's meant to quieten you down and not put as much damage or impact on the thing. Oh, it looks like there's 2 sets in here. Oh, that's awesome. That's because I thought there was only 1. So these are Gecko. I don't know if that's a good name brand of sticks or not. You guys tell me, but it's American Hickory. Hickory is kind of a preferred. So I think there's like a red hickory and a light hickory, I believe. So I don't know if this is. It looked dark to me. So these are 7As, and they obviously have some kind of rubber tip thing here, which feels pretty good. Oh yeah, I like these. So if that's hickory, then I think these ones might be maple, the lighter colored ones there. Again, I'm not entirely sure, but I do like the feel of these hickory ones already better. Maybe it's just a, nicer quality stick that's, so I think it's just 2 that are the same, but 7A. Let's just take a look here close. Let's see, anything American Classic. American Classics. I'm pretty sure that's it. It's exactly the same. There's just 4. Good price for these, I believe. So I think that's enough drumsticks to last me for quite a long time. I don't think I'm going to be wearing any out soon, but it'd be, like I said, it'd be nice to just try some different ones for different feels. When I was explaining it to my friend, or trying to explain, or asking him for advice, who has more drumming experience than me, I said, I kind of look at it like it's like a different guitar pick for a guitar player. So, you know, while I can play with a thin one or a thick one or a medium one, it doesn't, you know, I can still play the guitar with all three of them, but I prefer, you know, one over the other. You know, I prefer a very thick pick, my choice, but some people don't like that. They like very thin ones, right? So, you know, again, that's all three play the guitar, but they're different. Woo, look at these fancy things. So, you know, bit of a novelty, fun thing, but, you know, when you get something new, it's nice to have some things to play with here. Switch on and off user. So they're, you know, basically light up drumsticks. At rest, turn off automatically. Nice. I think they're all, you know, it's got built-in battery and whatnot. So I don't know if they're going to be some charge. Oop, that one lit up. That one lit up. They had good reviews on them, on these things. You know, it wasn't like people saying it was garbage or it broke right away or something like that. So who knows? I mean, they might last 5 minutes. I don't know. Right? They weren't expensive, so we don't have a lot invested in it. But they sure are cool looking, aren't they? Let's turn off the lights for a sec. I still have the filming light over top, but you can see how they light up quite a bit more. They're actually pretty bright. That's neat. Even as just a display kind of thing, it's kind of a neat thing, you know, as a wall hanging type idea. Again, I don't know how long the batteries last. I think it had some kind of life there, did it, on the thing? It got USB charging cable, so you have to charge them, I guess, one at a time. Just turn off in 10 minutes. 8 hours flashing beat. So that's pretty good. I mean, most LED things have incredibly long battery life there now. It doesn't take a very big battery to make them go. So there you go. That's kind of cool, right? Tell me what you guys think. So let me put these aside, and then we'll open up this drum kit. Oh, I guess I didn't show you the best part here, because I just tried them on my head. They're, you know, a heavy stick for sure, because they're, you know, plexiglass or Lexan or whatever, but they still feel pretty nice, right? So, but they change as you hit. It's changing color. So that's neat. Okay, so let's check out this drum kit. It's like, come on, Phil, you keep dragging these videos out. They take forever, you know, and I swear to God, if this video ends up being 19 minutes and 20 seconds, I'm going to think there's something going on here, because I've done like 4 videos. They were almost back to back, and when I finished editing them, and I don't do a whole lot of editing, but when I finished editing them, they were all 19 minutes and 20 seconds long. I mean, what is up with that? Is that some kind of coincidence? Is that some kind of, like, is that my threshold? Is like, okay, I can talk that long and make sense and explain something, but that's it. 1930, I'm done. I don't make sense anymore or something. I don't know. So, as you can see, when I open this, I go, well, it was a lot more substantial than I was expecting. It's not roll up, I wouldn't think. Like, it's a thick padding thing. You can't really roll this thing up, and it's got a nice little protective case there for storage and whatnot. So you've got 2 pedals, which I think are for a kick drum and a snare. From what I can see, the main difference between a lot of these units is just this control unit here. And I think this one is exactly like, they all have the same guts, if you will, or insides and functions. Several of them, most of them, maybe. But they're in different shapes. So I think this one has some little speaker, I think, built into it, but it's, you know, going to be incredibly terrible, because look at how small it is, right? So there's our little box here. I'll turn it around so you can see it better. So we've got USB in, and I'm pretty sure this is just for power. It's not going to be any control thing. MP3 in, headphone out, and then there's your pedals. I guess they joined together or something. So we're going to try a few things. We're going to try on-off switch there on the side. So we're going to try the little speaker that's on here, but I don't think we're going to last too long with that. I've got my PA system standing by, and I've got another little small little speaker to plug into it too. Now this little speaker, as far as these little tiny ones go, is very good quality for the, and has quite a bit of bass for a little tiny speaker. So we'll see what kind of difference it makes, because it could make all the difference in the world of what you hook this thing up to. So we've got a nice USB to USB-C cable. Pretty short extension thing for, I guess, your MP3 player or something like that. So both these two pedals are Y connected together into one. So there's only one plug that goes into your unit. Okay, well, it works. There's no speaker inside here, which is good to me. They didn't waste any money on that. So it's hooked up to that little guy right now. We're just on the batteries. It takes 2 AAA batteries inside the unit. And I would imagine they would last a long time because it's only generating a little signal for your headphones or speaker output that you would plug into it. This speaker has no volume control on it though, so we just have what's on here, and it seems to be very sensitive. So it does go up and down, and it does work, but it cuts in and out if I go too low or too high on this little speaker. So I'll just demonstrate here for a second. So see it cut out if I go too low. So that's kind of like the lowest. And if I go any higher than that, it'll cut out again. So I got another speaker to try, another little speaker here. And, I think that's the limitations of this, not the drum kit or whatever. It seems like the output is very powerful on it. So we're going to see when we hook it up to the PA system. The little foot pedals work too. A little kick drum. It sounds lame again coming out of this speaker, but it's working. You can see we got signal lights coming up on our little display here. Pedal, hi-hat pedal's working. So yeah, everything's functioning just fine. Here's the instructions quick. Here they do explain a few things. So I'm gonna, when I hook it up to the other things, I'm gonna pop the batteries out and plug it into USB. I don't think it's gonna make any difference, but there's no sense me wasting these batteries because I'm not gonna use it mobile. But it's nice that you can, because you can, it says you can roll it, but be very careful and don't fold it. So, you can take that portability for what you want there. So it tells you, it's got pretty good instructions, looks like. It's laying everything out, and demo songs for, looks like 8 demo things, drum tone. Let's let me hook up this other speaker. We'll see if that makes a difference. This one just sounds moderately better than this one. It's still a cheap little speaker, but it's been my little go-to little plug-in speaker if I go mobile or something like that. So here's what it sounds like on that guy. Hold on, and here's what it sounds like on that guy. It's quite a bit different, right, on this thing. This thing has quite good range to it for a little cheap speaker, and it's flat design. It's unusual like that. It's got batteries inside it, but I guess you could put rechargeables in there if you really liked it. But it lasts a long time because of the nature of the speaker. It doesn't work a lot, so it lasts a long time on a couple AAAs. So everything's going good. Let's hook it up to the proper PA system. The speaker for it is really, really close to where you are here now, only a couple feet away. So it could get really loud really quick. So keep your hands on that volume control, folks. Okay, turn down your speakers. This is the lowest volume setting. The output on this thing is incredibly loud. So this is kind of loud talking level in a room. You can still hear me okay, but I have to raise my voice for you to hear me. It's pretty loud here. Now the camera adjusts the volume compared to the microphone, but this is very loud enough for me to play inside here, right? So that's just one notch, 2 notches, 3 notches. It's really loud. I'm going to turn down the PA input because there's a lot of output from this thing. So hold on a second. All right, so how's that there? Let's see. So that's lower than I would listen to, you know, even just watching TV and stuff in the house. My PA system's lower, but it's getting a weaker signal into it too, right? It's still going up. Look at the camera, holy crap. And honestly, it's not breaking up at all. It sounds pretty clear. And, you know, some of these devices, like, they will sound really bad at low volume and really bad at their high volume, but they have a sweet spot right in the middle that they sound great at, you know. It sounds pretty good to me right there. Everything's working. The kick drum's still a bit weak. That's maybe just this kit though, right? Awesome. All right, so let's see if we can go through some kits. I've already pressed this button a few times, so I don't know where 1 or 0 is or whatever, but... Well, that sounds better. You get like a double kick there if you hold it. Maybe it's just the way the pedal is. Well, there's your double kick, pretty easy there. Open hi-hat. Sorry, I'm just messing around here, folks, right? Just testing some different sounds, but having fun while I'm doing it. Let's try another kit. Quite a bit different there. Woo. These toms sound great. So, I think this really depends on what you're going to listen to this on. Because you can have a lot of fun on a 2,000 watt PA system with this. For a cheap little device. It actually has some pretty nice sounding samples to it. So anything that was touch sensitive though, and there was a couple of models that were touch sensitive to them, like the mesh kit that I have would be, they were $150 to $200, right? So you're not going to find anything, I don't think, under $100. It will be, but this one was not even $50 for me. I think it was like $30, $35 or something like that. But it's one of the $80 or $90, I think, valued kits. So if you can find this one cheap, then go for it. If it's got these same button layouts on it and these same inputs on it, again, follow our form factor, this piece might not look the same, but if this is the same, then it's more than likely the same unit. If it has the same functions that's listed in that the instruction manual, again, when it's got nine pads to it like this does, 2 pedals to it, there's probably a good chance that it's exactly the same unit. And I would think this would be a lot of fun for anybody of any age, for less than $50 for sure. Make a great Christmas gift for your kids too, because you know you can plug in the headphones and they don't have to make a whole lot of noise like I'm doing right now. But you know, let's try a couple of more samples. I like that one. You get some nice little rolls off these pads, I would say. Sounds great. So I'm hearing, I think, 5 or 6 there, and I like at least 2 of them quite a bit. Those 2 there, that kind of rock sounding one, and that one there too. It's just got a little bit different delay or sustain or something on it there. Sounds awesome. I wish I could play the drums. So, it'll give me some incentive to learn, doesn't it, folks? You know, and I'd be happy with just having this if it was nothing at all, and you didn't have the room or the space to play drums, or you just wanted to explore the thing, or if you're a proper drummer that wants something to take on the road to practice with, try some new sounds and different things, you could pop this out and away you go. It's nice and light, easy to use. Win, win, win. So, that's our show today, folks. Love and peace from Canada. And we are YouTube.